Welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm Alex Lewis. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about King Car Group. I had the pleasure of speaking to the head of R&D at King Car, Yi-Ling Wu, for this episode. But before we listen to the conversation about King Car's present and future, let's take a look at its past. King Car is a family-owned, non-publicly traded company established in Zhongli City, Taoyuan in 1979. The company started with producing root beer, but after that fell to the wayside, they launched one of their more famous, endearing products in 1982, Mr. Brown Coffee. Mr. Brown, by the way, because back then, that was the first foreign surname locals learned in their mandatory English class. They started exporting their coffee in 1992, now to over 30 countries, including Europe, and began establishing Mr. Brown cafes in 1998, around Taiwan. Over the years, King Car has become a formidable food conglomerate, growing their presence in the food and beverage market. King Car's most well-known product is Kavalan whiskey. Kavalan achieved international acclaim after being named the best single malt at the 2015 World Whiskies Awards. This was their first alcoholic product, and they struck gold, literally, winning 5 gold awards in 6 years. They're hoping for similar success for their second alcoholic product, Buckskin Beer. If you'd like to learn more about King Car and Kavalan whiskey, I'd recommend Joyce Huang's article on Forbes. But for now, let's get back to my conversation with Yi-Ling Wu, the head of R&D at King Car. Yi-Ling Wu, thank you for coming on Taiwan Talk. Could you please give an introduction of yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Yi-Ling. I'm worked for the company 34 years already. I'm passionate about searching the beautiful thing, gourmet thing, coffee, traveling, many things. So this is why I'm working for the company a long time, because what working for the company is coffee, whiskey, and the new things.
So you work at King Car and you're head of R&D there.
Sure.
King Car is making inroads into the beer market. So could you tell me a little bit about why you think now is a good time to get into the beer market?
Import beer is booming. A lot of the brand in the market, so people they can select everywhere in the supermarket, hypermarket, and so you can select the different beer. So the people know the different type of beer, like a porter, like a hella beer, IPA, the different type of beer. So the people they know how to choosing the different kind of drink and beer in Taiwan. So I think this is more mature than the people can choose.
Okay, so the market is more mature now.
Yeah.
And people are, I guess, getting more curious about all the options that they have to choose from, and they want more. What is your target demographic for this new product?
I think normally it's 20 to 45 is the year. I think the young generation, they are our target. Not only the male or female, all the people are our target because they are love to join with friends and have fun and have drink, have food. So this is our main target.
Okay, yeah, that's the target that likes to go out to bars and other places and enjoy an alcoholic beverage. And also, I guess they're also less loyal to like maybe just one specific beer, right? They have more open mind to this, right?
Sure. This is a consumer. You cannot go into the consumer only choose one brand. So you have to create new things and then select. So I think the more competition they are join the market, is the bigger the market. So we have to join.
Just for King Car, how long have they wanted to get into the beer industry? Because you are in coffee and you are in whiskey. Like, why like beer? Is this a new development or has this been a long time in the making?
I think it's a long time dream in the company. Because when we have before the whiskey distillery, we want to build the beer brewing in Taiwan. But at that time, it's monopoly. So we select the whiskey for our first things to do. And now we come back to our first factory from the 1979. It's our first factory for the coffee in Zhongli. So this is like a start things we are doing. So we come back to our first factory to build a brewery in there.
Okay, so before it was a monopoly, and now you have the opportunity, I guess, to take the step that you wanted to take. And you mentioned 1979. Was that when you guys wanted to get into the market, or?
No, 1979 is the King Car start. So we have the beverage factory there. So we start from the beverage. So the beverage, like going to the whiskey, then beer.
I see. What is your, I guess, target entry point into the beer market? Because there are these really big import beers, right? They're from the really big brand names, and then there's the local beer and also the local craft breweries, right? So, like, where do you see yourself fitting in? Like, where do you see your product fitting in the market?
You know, when we choose the beer, we only know, oh, this is a beer. Mm-hmm. So nobody mentioned, maybe the people there know the beer, they were choosing the different type of beer. So the German style beer is not in Taiwan. So we are...
It's not in Taiwan?
Not totally to telling the people, it's a German style beer everywhere. Mm. So the lager, or they have, we know the brand. I don't want to mention about the brand. Mm-hmm. So nobody will select is the beer, okay? But in German beer, they have many type of beer, like a Heller beer, Hefeweizen, Mason, Kirsch, beer, Swas beer, different type of beer. Mm-hmm. So this is why we are focused on the German style of beer to telling the people what is the difference about the beer. So this is how we choosing the German style of beer, because I have to mention German beer is the only simple ingredient, malt, yeast, hops, and water, not else. Mm-hmm. So I always say the simple ingredient is not a simple things. So simple ingredients create a different fragrance, different type of beer in our brewing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to play the cello, and the slow songs were the hardest ones to play because every note kind of stood out. So I guess it'd be the same thing as the beer.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so is that kind of like sort of an education sort of thing? You want to educate the general public here in Taiwan about beer in general?
Yeah. For example, maybe I say it about the beef. When we choose the beef, we will know this is a U.S. beef, this is New Zealand or Australia. You will choose this is a choice, or this is which kind of grading. I need a well done or medium rare or
sirloin or New York strip.
Yeah,
right.
Different type. The beer, you don't know how to choosing. You say, oh, give me a beer. So this is our beer pub. We would like to introduce the people know, okay, I like to the Heller beer is more lighting, more easy to drink. Or I like the more strong, maybe the porter or like a Heller Bock. Bock is more alcohol inside. And maybe I like a dark beer like a Swas beer. So this is we want to tell the people what is the beer come from. This is from the German style. We have the Kirsch, the beer. Beer is from Düsseldorf. Kirsch is from the Cologne, and Hefeweizen is from the Munich. So this is the place where I want to telling the people to educate. You can choose the different type of beer. It's from the different county and different types. So this is just the beginning. Maybe we have more types. So we want the people know if when they have this different mood, they can choose a different type of beer. It's really hot. Maybe light beer. If they are with tiramisu, maybe you have the Swas beer with the black beer. So this is what the education we have to tell the people.
Okay, and how much work did it take to, I guess, from conception to market? What kind of like R&D work took place there?
I think this beginning from the 2006 June or July, we fly to the German. So we are searching our consultant, Mr. George Redmeyer. They are working with the beer, our whole family, more than 400 years. So we are inviting him to teach, to sharing his experience. So from 2006, we are starting to research all the beer, the raw material, everything, all the technical, the machinery, everything.
Just getting knowledgeable about beer production.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until right now.
Until right now.
Yeah,
okay.
Continue to doing.
Right.
Not
wow.
stop.
Okay. And then that, I guess you had to go through a whole bunch of different batches, right? Like you would make
Yeah.
some batches and it maybe wouldn't be up to par, and then you have to go back again and just like tweak it and everything.
We have a small pilot first. Mm-hmm. So we build a pilot and we have a big brewery and we have a lab. So I think the research work is always not stopping because we have to give forward to do many things.
Did you try to make it as close to the taste of like what kind of beer you could find in Germany as possible, or did you want to just kind of like put your own twist on it?
in German is the consumer in German. So we have to fit with the Taiwanese people. So most important, even we are German style of beer, we have to, the people they are here, they love it. But the style, all the beer style have to fit with the German. So because the law of the German beer, what type of beer you have to, the significant testing and all the characteristic in the beer. So we cannot, this is a heavy, but it's different.
I see. Yeah, you can't deviate too much.
Yeah, so this is why we have to obey, but we can adjust a little bit. It's suitable for the Taiwanese market. People, they are less consumption.
Right.
Yeah.
How is it different, the German market from the Taiwanese market? Like, is it like their tastes are different?
Yeah, a little bit different.
How so?
I think the Taiwanese people is more delicate to the flavor, fragrance, and all the bubble, all the little things. In German, they are only, this is good, beer. Okay, one cup, 2 or 3. Yeah. But in Taiwan, they say, this is what kind, more fragrance. This is more bitter. This is the CO2 is high or not. And
they're more curious about it.
I don't know, because I'm listening to the consumer they are talking. Mm-hmm. So I think this is totally different. Maybe they want to know more than German customer.
Yeah, maybe Germany or German customers already just take it for granted, right? This is what they've had for so long. Versus,
centuries.
Right, versus something that's new to you, right? You kind of have a bunch of questions. And
yeah.
You're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, really interesting. So what are some expansion plans for your product? You have it locally in market. Mm-hmm. You're trying to get it out to the international market. What does that look like? What's the timeline there?
Yeah, we are wanted to sharing with the worldwide. So in the future, if the customer, because we are export our products, the coffee and whiskey to the worldwide, so we will send to the product to our customer. If they like it, we will export to the different country in the future.
Okay, and are you looking to maybe like win an award, kind of like how Cavalier Whiskey won an award? Are you kind of like, putting your product into competitions and all that stuff?
Yeah, we already do it.
Oh, you already did? Oh, man, okay. How'd it go?
Yeah, we are sending to we are waiting. So,
okay. All right.
but I think this is just the beginning, because we want to compete with worldwide. So we already sent to some competition in Germany or in other country. So we are waiting for,
Okay, fingers crossed. Hopefully there's some good news going down the line, right?
Yeah.
Because that would also put this product on the map, kind of like how winning the award in 2015 put Cavalier Whiskey on the map. So much so, one of the TV shows called Billions, right? They ran with it. It's to my understanding that you didn't approach Billions TV show. They approached you to put Cavalier Whiskey in the show, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so proud of because we all work for the company. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a proud moment. Okay, and you are looking into expand into gin. What is the timeline for that?
Okay, this September we'll launch our gin, Cavalier gin in Taiwan. This is a new things for the market, because we are whiskey, beer, and the gin is a different variety. So I would like the people there expect the new things.
Yeah, okay. Very nice. And then beyond that, is there anything else coming down the pipeline or what you want to get into?
I don't want to tell you, because no, I'm doing the new things already, but I cannot tell you too much, because all the research thing we will preview 2 or 3 years, then launch to the market.
I see.
The R&D people have to think in the new different things, always waiting to launch. So we have many things that doing right now. I hope the consumer or the people can be waiting. So I would like to show in next year or 2 years or 3 years later.
Okay. All right. Very cool. We'll keep. I guess we'll be waiting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Yi-Ling, for coming on the show.
Thank you, Alex.
There's one more tidbit that I want to tell you guys about. I learned through my conversation with King Car representatives that when they launched Buckskin Beer, local craft breweries showed up and showed love, welcoming them into the brewing community. I think that's pretty cool. thank you to Yi-Ling Wu for coming in, and thank you to Chanel and Elsa for helping me prepare for the interview. If you'd like to learn more about Buckskin Beer and beer in general, you can either make an appointment at the brewery in Taoyuan or head over to the Buckskin Beer House in the Xinyi district of Taipei. You'll be able to try all 12 of the beers they brew, their signature whiskey, and eat from a food menu that was built around their beverage selections, not the other way around. And remember, when it comes to alcohol, drink responsibly and don't drink and drive. And that's it for this week's Taiwan Talk. I'm Alex Lewis.